So the next thing I'm going to show you that you can add to your Google site is a calendar. Now this is really fantastic for keeping students up to date with homework, events, things like visitors coming in or even trips. I tend to make mine public so that parents can also see them. You only need to do this in 2 stages, so you're going to go to Google Calendar first. This is my Miss E. Dutton email, so I don't generally use this calendar. I use my personal email and my work email because we use Google Apps for Education, which is why it's a bit blank. Along here you're going to have your calendars. In your school you're probably going to have one for trips, one for visitors, you're going to have loads that your school run and a few for yourself, but I'm going to create one just for this website. So homework grade 8 technology. I'm putting the subject in there as well because if I'm sharing it with other people, they just see homework grade 8, they're not going to know what subject it's for. You can put description, location, and I'm going to make this calendar public so that parents can see it, they can see what's going on in the classroom. It's very good to be transparent. If you're using your school email, so if I was using my school one, as I said we have Google Apps for Education, it's going to ask you if you want to share with just people in your institute the same way that it would in Google Forms. So anyone who's logged in with @halcyonschool.com would be able to see it if I chose that option. You can also just share it with specific people. So if you're working on a project with one other member of staff, that's how you do that. But for the purpose of this website, this is a homework calendar, so it's going to be shared publicly. I'm going to create my calendar. Okay, so it's added in there. So what I'm going to do, go back to my website, I'm going to go to the homework area, and I'm going to insert that calendar. So again, we press the pencil button, and then you're going to go to insert, and calendar is the second one there because it's very, very popular. I think if you even choose the classroom template when you create your site, it already has a calendar in there. So I'm going to go to calendar, and I'm going to choose grade 8 technology homework, then select. Now you can choose the size if you want, and you can choose a few options here like showing the calendar name. I'm going to leave them all ticked. I don't really need the time zone added in, but I will just because I can be strict with deadlines. So let's press save, and again it's a big grey box. When you press save it will change. At the moment it's got nothing in it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my calendar and I'm going to add I'm going to add an exam. So I'm going to click here, exam, big red letters. You need to make sure it's in the right one. I'm going to edit it actually. I'm going to change the time slightly. I'm going to change it from 12 till 3 because I'm really mean. In the hub, which is the name of the classroom, I'm going to put it in red. Okay, so save, that's in there for me. When I go over to my site, I just need to refresh the page and it will be automatically in there so they can see they've got their exam tomorrow. So see how easy it is, and then it doesn't mean that with other sites you might have to go in and add that every single time, but you just add it to your calendar and it will automatically go in there. You don't have to change your calendar and your website and change everything in a million ways. The best thing about using Google Sites is that all different parts of Google speak to each other, so it's really, really simple and doesn't mean you have to do that much work. So well, good luck with adding your calendar.